You could have gotten those jobs if you wanted to go pick strawberries. They would have been glad to have you out there.
I mean, there's 9 million unemployed Americans that would love to pick strawberries.
They're not going out to get the jobs.
But would they?
If they want to go out and get a job, cleaning houses, whatever most of the immigrants do, they should get in line and go do that. But the problem is they're not doing that.
What about the 2 million? What about the 2 million illegal immigrants that have homes that are taking it from people like me who does not own a home?
Well, you have a chance to have a home.
At the price in Tampa of $700,000.
It's not because of the illegal immigrants.
It's supply and demand, and if the supply is down because of illegal immigrants, then the price is high.
You probably wouldn't live where some of the immigrants live, so you have a choice. You've had a choice. You can choose wherever you want to live.
Yeah.
That's what America's about.
Gotcha.
Thank the Lord.
Hey, I appreciate your time. Obviously, we have disagreements, but hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. God bless you.
You could have gotten.
All right, first off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash, the water Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, for allowing me to do another video through Spirit, the water Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, for giving us his truth as worms, double honor to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. Just seen this clip on Instagram, just want to share it. And, hey, you Edomites, you complain about immigrants, you complain about immigration. The fact of the matter is, you Edomites would not work the jobs that these so-called immigrants are working. The problem is not immigration or anything. It's you Edomites. You don't know how to rule a government. That's all. You so-called white people have done this 3 times in a row, and you failed. You failed as the Greeks. You failed as the Romans. And now you're failing as the so-called Americans. You don't know how to rule. It's just as simple as that. And you blame and you project and put the problem on everybody else. But the problem is just you. You're the problem. So let's play.
You could have gotten those jobs if you wanted to go pick strawberries. They would have been glad to have you out there.
I mean, there's 9 million unemployed Americans that would love to pick strawberries.
They're not going out to get the jobs.
But would they?
And there's 9 million. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Because if there was, they would be doing it.
They want to go out and get a job, cleaning houses, whatever most of the immigrants do, they should get in line and go do that. But the problem is they're not doing that.
What about the 2 million? What about the 2 million illegal immigrants that have homes that are taking it from people like me who does not own a home?
Well, you have a chance to have a home.
At the price in Tampa of $700,000.
It's not because of the illegal immigrants.
It's supply and demand, and if the supply is down because of illegal immigrants, then the price is high.
You probably wouldn't live where some of the immigrants live, so you have a choice. You've had a choice. You can choose wherever you want to live.
Yeah.
That's what America's about.
Gotcha.
Thank the Lord.
Hey, I appreciate your time. Obviously, we have disagreements, but hey,
you could have gotten those jobs if you wanted to go pick strawberries. They would have been glad to have you out there.
I mean, there's 9 million unemployed Americans that would love to pick strawberries.
They're not going out to get the jobs.
But would they?
If they want to go out and get a job, cleaning houses, whatever most of the immigrants do, they should get in line and go do that. But the problem is they're not doing that.
What about the 2 million? What about the 2 million illegal immigrants that have homes that are taking it from people like me who does not own a home?
Well, you have a chance to have a home.
At the price in Tampa of $700,000.
It's not because of the illegal immigrants.
It's supply and demand, and if the supply is down because of illegal immigrants, then the price is high.
You probably wouldn't live where some of the immigrants live, so you have a choice. You've had a choice. You can choose wherever you want to live.
Yeah.
That's what America's about.
Gotcha.
Thank the Lord.
Hey, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, the old dude in the blue is 100% correct. That the supply and demand has nothing to do with these immigrants. It's the pricing and how these Edomites have created this market to make it to where you Edomites can get homes and there's more control. They don't want you to own a home. They want you to live in an apartment. They want you to be in these fucked up situations. Has nothing to do with immigration. It has nothing to do with immigration. It has to do with how these Edomites have set up these systems that are really affecting a lot of you Edomites also. So, you Edomites are gonna find out that you're the problem of the planet Earth. It's not anybody else but you. You're the problem. It has nothing to do with immigration. Nothing whatsoever. Elite. They just looking for a place to stay because you, the so-called white man, went into their lands, stole, raped, and robbed, and left them with nothing, which created criminals, which created more crime. And then not only that, you create systems in their lands and in their homelands and set up your leaders. Because a lot of these leaders that are set up in these areas are Edomites or goddamn Amalekites. So everybody's sick of this whole sad sap fucking story of the so-called white man. Well, the immigrants, the immigrants are taking, you would never work the jobs that the so-called immigrants work. These goddamn Americans aren't going to go out picking fucking grapes. They're not. Talking about there's millions of Americans that would love to pick grapes. No, there's not. Because if there were, unemployment would not be as so high as it is because you have a lot of open jobs. But why aren't they being filled? Because these people aren't taking them. They don't want to work. They want to point the finger and blame every other problem, but you need to be fucking pointing this finger at yourself. You goddamn Edomites. Hey, let's get that. Let's get teaming. You Edomites have lost your goddamn tact, man. You motherfuckers are not wise at all. You Edomites are through. Let's start at verse 5. Actually, verse 7 says, Jeremiah 49 and verse 7 says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is thy counsel perish from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Yeah, and the wisdom of the so-called white man is vanishing, especially amongst you low-level Edomites. You don't know anything, man. You just believe what they put up on the TV screen on that movie box, and you just believe that shit. You're fools. Immigration is not destroying America, and if you believe that you're part of the cog in the system, you're just dumb. You're not intelligent. They're lying to you. They're blaming the problems. They're pointing the finger at everybody else, but the problem is starting within. All these problems that are happening in America are because of white politicians. You the niggas that set the laws. You're the ones that set the standards. And it's not the Democrats or the Republicans, it's both. They both work for the same team, you dumb motherfuckers. It says, flee thee, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. And the Lord's visiting Esau. That's why you Edomites are so divided. That's why some of you, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, this is why some of you Edomites are so divided, MAGA versus MAGA. Some of you still believe the system. Some of them are ready to revolt. We're at the press of a goddamn another civil war. Rather it's a race war, rather it's a class war, rather it's civil. We're at the press of it because you Edomites truly don't know what's going on. Some of you really still believe in the government, and some of you don't. MAGA versus MAGA. This shit. The so-called American dream is falling apart. Talking about, well, that's supply. No, man. It's supply and demand. These you would like the old dude in the blue said. You wouldn't live in the places that these immigrants live in. So stop it, bro. Stop it. They created this housing market and made it to where you can't get a home. They did it. The people that your politicians, your governments, they're the ones that doing it. And got nothing to do with these so-called immigrants, this Northern Kingdom, who just trying to escape their land because you've created crime and war throughout their entire countries. The whole South America, all the way to Brazil, is fucked up because of colonization. And you're a damn lie if you say otherwise. It says, if the grape gatherer come to thee, Would they not leave some leaning grapes? Y'all want to take everything. If these by night they will destroy till they had enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secrets. Yeah, and you're being found out. Esau's being found out, finding out that it's not immigration, that it's not everyone else, but it's you. You try to point the blame at everybody else, but it's you. He shall not be able to hide himself. And that was Esau's, that's Esau's whole thing, hiding himself. But now you're being found out. You're being found out to be the devil of the earth. That's a main, if a criminal is on the run, what is the main thing he wants to do? Keep his identity concealed so he doesn't get caught. But now you're caught. Now everyone's realizing who you are through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. His seed is spoiled, his brother and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy father's children. I will preserve them, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it, speaking about the Israelites, and because we're the chosen people. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Shall thou not go unpunished? But thou shalt surely drink of it. Yeah, you're going to be punished. You're going to be punished for all your deeds that you've done across the planet Earth. For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord Yahweh, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, which is the capital of Edom, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetually waste, which perpetual means immortal, and the Lord is going to immortally destroy this place. There's going to be no land. The land mass of America is going to be completely obliterated. So let's get this going back to being, uncovered or revealed. This is Isaiah 25 and verse 8. No, Isaiah 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain, which is this government, the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Yeah, you're being revealed. You're being revealed in the earth. And you can't point and blame the finger at everybody else, because even your own is bringing it out that it's not the immigrants, it's not this, it's not that, but it's you. It's the ones that were set up in power, and they created these laws, and they've done this, and they've destroyed America. They've done it. Not fucking immigrants who just trying to live their lives. Because look at all this mass deportation. Look how much the economy is being affected. These job sites that were been supposed to be done are years behind because you then took away the workers. Because of American population, the generation that's coming up, they're not trying to work. They're trying to be YouTubers. They're trying to be fucking TikTok stars. They're not trying to be out picking a field, fucking out there picking cotton, fucking picking grapes. They ain't trying to be at all these construction sites doing this hard ass labor. You got this older generation to sell into it, and even these older dudes are like that dude in the blue. He said, "Nah, nigga, you don't know what you're talking about." Like, don't shake my hand. He was running away. Don't fucking shake, nigga. You're a dumbass. This is 2 Thessalonians 7. 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 7 says, "For the mystery of iniquity does already work," speaking about Rome, "and he who now lets will let until he be taken out of the way." And the Lord is the one that's allowing this guy to do what he does until he be taken away. Actually, let's start at verse 6. And ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed. Who? The wicked. For the mystery of iniquity does already work, which we said the Romans, Edomites. Only he who now lets will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, which he is, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and the brightness of his coming. And what's the spirit of his mouth? The prophets. The prophets were heralding who the devil of the earth is, and now everyone is. Now everyone has caught on that these rats These politicians, these people in power, these Edomites, they're the problem. It's not everybody else, but it's you. And you're being revealed. You've been found out. You've been caught. And now the judgment is about to happen. So, Lord will hope this lesson will edify. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem